are called as God's people to take responsibility for the church, to further the mission of Jesus in our world. We are Jesus' eyes and ears and hands and feet in continuing that mission in the world. Our annual Catholic Appeal is the main way in which we as the Church of St. Louis come together and help in so many ways to reach out to our brothers and sisters. The annual Catholic Appeal truly unites us and is a positive force for good here in our Archdiocese of St. Louis. And each one of us, whether we are donating to the annual Catholic Appeal, whether we are one of the recipients of the many services of the annual Catholic Appeal, we're finding Jesus Christ in one way or another, in giving and receiving. We truly are brothers and sisters in the Lord.
I'd always dreamed about going to Rosati Kane. But then when I was in 7th grade, my dad became ill and we lost that income. And so that made it to where we were not going to be able to afford it.
I've been a priest for the Archdiocese here for 51 years. After I had the second stroke, I needed to be in a place where I could have the healthcare needs taken care of and also that I'd be free to continue with ministry.
The juvenile system doesn't work. There's too many needs, and there's a reason kids have parents. They need family more than anything.
When my mom got that phone call from Dr. Goodwin saying, we want Christina, we want her to come here, it taught me that even though we didn't have necessarily the financial means for it, like we kept our faith.
And all I knew of Christina at that time was the sheet of paper that had her grades on it. And I said, oh, we've got to get this girl in here. The ACA provides opportunities for these girls that would never have this opportunity otherwise. That's what the ACA does.
Because of Rosati Kane, I was able to grow in my faith in many ways. I was able to take my first communion and get confirmed. Now, as a senior, I am a Kairos leader, so I'm able to mentor our younger students and help them grow in their faith.
She really has had her faith solidified and strengthened through her Rosati Kane experience.
So Regina Clary is really a dynamic fraternity of retired archdiocesan priests, providing that support that they need to remain active, ministering in retirement.
I still was in service and wanted to continue with that, and that's where Regina Clary really came in. It was a perfect fit.
The team members and I feel that it's a place we get to go every day to provide compassionate patience, support, and love. And really the friendships and relationships we form with the priests and with each other is quite intimate and special.
They really do make it possible for me to continue the ministry, have the health needs taken care of, and for us to continue to support each other through coming together.
When we decided that we were going to look into foster care, my first call was to Catholic Charities.
Good Shepherd's mission is to respond to Jesus' call to connect kids with families and keep families connected. Ideally, that's reunification with their biological family, or in other cases, it's placing with a kinship or relative or a family in the community as an adoptive placement.
We met 3 years ago in court. I think it's the first time we met. And my wife and I took placement of the 3 Barber boys, and Mr. Barber was grandpa.
When I'm around Mr. James and the family, I see the kids feel like they got a placement. They got somewhere that they can call home. So just being a foster parent with kinship and having my own grandson interacting with Mr. James and his family, it's a blessing.
It's about being what they need in that moment, which is how we understand God and how we understand God calling us as Catholics to serve these kids.
I see a lot of joy, happiness, and I see a future that these kids is gonna one day have now that they got balance in their life that they wouldn't probably gotten just being stuck in the system.
Jesus said, if you see those who are hungry, if you see those who are needing clothes on their back, they need a visitor, they need help, they need a parent, that's me.
Those who are in need are never strangers. They are family. Jesus taught us this through the parable of the lost sheep. When anyone in the Good Shepherd's creation is in need, then our family is in need. As Catholics, it is our joyful duty to care for our brothers and sisters who seek God's grace and mercy. We do this through both giving and receiving His bountiful blessings. Please join me in making a gift to the annual Catholic Appeal. Together, we can serve the Lord with gladness. We are one family, brothers and sisters all.
As a supporter of ACA, I know that I am supporting people like Christina and so many other students in order to fulfill their dreams and to become who God has called them to be.
The annual Catholic Appeal is an opportunity for our church to be a part of that story.
The appeal does allow for this community to exist and having a sense of purpose in retirement.
And that's where the meaning is, in the community. We have a real history, a caring, a place that you have a home.